Nope. Hey, all right, there we go. Nice. Does that look all right for y'all? Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Grumpy. Cool. All right. Well, sorry I've been away. Took some time off for the fall season out here to go catch the colors, do a little bit of hiking before it got stupid cold, and I'm glad I did because it is currently less than 40 in the shop. I got my little space heater going so I can keep my hands warm while I'm turning. And got a couple of projects, small projects to get done for the website. And one that's a surprise birthday present for one person who may or not be in here right now. And yeah, then we're going to talk about some other projects I've got coming on, Christmas orders I need to get banged out, format I might use. Hey, Suzanne, welcome in. But yeah, let's get the machine fired up. We'll talk as we go. So this is a piece of Cocobolo. This is going on a surprise for somebody. It's a birthday present. So when they show around, we'll talk a little bit more. But until then, y'all just get to watch me turn a piece of wood. Oh, you know what? Forgot to turn that big light off again. Oh, now it's dark. I can't see to get through the shop. That should look a little bit better for y'all, huh? Oh, yeah, much nicer. Hold on. Forgot to roll up my sleeve here. Oh, it's going to be a nice looking piece. So for this one, I need a special shape. I need it kind of thin up here, but not super thin, and then kind of bulbous in the back because you'll actually hold it in your hand here and let this rest in the palm of your hand. Hey, Francie. Hey, Rumple. Welcome in. Hey, Rusty. Thank you for stopping by, buddy. Is that Candace I see? Hey, welcome in. Oh, Coyote Rose. That's a name I don't recommend or recognize. Welcome in. These are not going to be pens. This one is actually, since I don't see her in here, I can say it, crochet handle. And the other two that I will be making are shop pencils. My wife made me stop watching, researching images. Well, this is pretty much all I ever use. And I alternate back and forth with them, but I do lots of small work. I don't do lots of big stuff. So did I get a piece of tear out? Oh my goodness, look at that thing. Holy jeezum. That's going to be a mess. I don't know if I can fix it. We're going to try. Let's see. I might just have to cut down below that. That's horrible. Hey, Delenn, welcome in. It's Coyote. It's an interchangeable set, so it's one handle to fit all your sizes. I think we're going to end up just taking this one all the way down. I'm afraid if I just try and glue some dust back in that, it's just going to look a mess. That's a shame. That was a really pretty piece of grain. Yeah, I could. Um, and I do that often. I have both right here, but I cut this piece because I really wanted the shape of this kind of cathedral right there in the grain. That's all right. It's still coming out okay. I think I'll just leave this shape going right there and see what happens. My channel is all about winging it, as my chat will be happy to tell you. Hey, OP, welcome in. Shoop. How are you, William? Doing just fine, man. Did y'all get much of that snow we got the last couple of days? I'm still square here, so I got a little bit more work to do. Hey, there's Zan. Bones, how are you, sir? Thank you for stopping in. Stupid thing. Got a burr on the bottom of my cutter. Shoot. Thank you, sir. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, this I got a burr on the bottom of my tool and it keeps wanting to pivot, grab and bite, but it could be that too. It could be that I'm just a little bit over dry on this stuff, but I got a little bit of flat. Take care of that and then we'll worry about the rest. I need new bars is what I need. These are old. And they were cheap when I bought them a decade ago. All right, so now that she's in here, I guess I can say this is Zan's birthday present that I'm working on. I'm making her a little wooden turd. Well, late birthday, Candace. Let's take a look. Nope, almost. Thought I felt that. Yeah, I think you might be right, Grumpy, because I feel right through here, that piece of grain I can feel trying to split all the way down. So I think we're going to quit cutting on this one. Bring it down to final with some sandpaper. Not necessarily the way I want to do it, but it's the way I'm going to do it. Because I really don't want to lose that piece of wood. That's pretty green. Just alcohol, not finished yet. Just cleaning it off some so I can look for scratches. Yeah, you can see that crack right there. And one right there. You can kind of feel it. Well, I can feel it. Y'all can't. What? Wes? Dude, come on. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. All right, let me find my piece of 600 here. Where is my sandpaper? Come on. It'll work. Use an old sponge. Something right there not making me happy. That's a little better. Anybody curious? These are auto body scuff pads, 600 grit. These are what I use for breaking clear coat when I paint. Both are Suzanne, Rusty. One with a Z, one with an S. All right. I'm happy with that, I think. Yes. Yes, you do. So let's get a little finish out here. And we'll let this guy start curing. If I can find my knife. Come on. Do you hate it when the things you're looking for don't understand? There's people waiting. There it goes. All right, now this is just a little bit of Gilboy's hard wax. And I will wipe most of this off and let it air dry for just a second so I can assemble it, and then it'll get a couple other coats over the next day or two. All right, Shoop, take care, man. Thank you for stopping in. All right, let's get a look at that. That's a pretty piece. See that little crack starting to form right there? That's a shame. It's not going to affect the performance of the piece. I'm just going to have to go in and fill it a little bit, which I really didn't want to do because this is kind of a hands-on piece, but you have to do what you have to do. Just give me half a second here to get this thing all formed up. All right. All right, this is a scary part. I've never added one of these tips in, so. Or I'll just drop parts. And this one I don't have replacements for. So let's not lose them today. Oh, this is going to look so nice. Super cool. Now, what this is shabam. That's what we're making. Interchangeable crochet hooks. So it's the first set I've ever made, but probably going to be making more because, I mean, isn't that a neat little gift set? All right, so now let's do one that's possibly going to explode because everybody loves to watch me blow stuff up. I said explode, my numbers jumped up. Great. All right, so this is going to be a carpenter pencil, 2.8 millimeter lead, sharpener in the back, African blackwood, and I believe I made the insets out of walnut, but I might have used zebra wood. I mean, oak, but I might have used zebra wood. What's your username, Rumple? All right, these are the ones that always get crazy. So I always worry these are going to pop apart. Yeah, I know, slow and steady. Uh-oh, what's Suzanne off to do? Oh, wouldn't be wishing the dryer good luck. I don't know. Did she say if she had one of those little shoe inserts, like you put your tennis shoes on or hats or something when they're in the dryer? Ooh, we're getting close. Gonna look pretty if it stays together. So you'll see that I'm putting a little concave into this. The pieces that I use for the inlay were a little bit smaller than the stock. So I knew that it was going to have to dip in a little to cover everything. And that's all I'm chasing now is those last couple little spots. You can see one here is a little low, one's here a little low. But it'll give it a nice shape and it'll actually make, you can see these are getting taller than the ones in the middle, which should make the pattern look even cooler. Hey, Amy, thank you for that. Very much appreciated. And welcome in. Oh, she came out pretty. Yes, indeed. All right. Now we'll just shape it up a little bit. All right. Y'all watch that spin for just a second. I got to get a sip of coffee. All right. I'm going to jump. Well, I'm going to hit the knot a little bit with this 120 that's now more like 440 because I've been using it for so long. But the other part, I'm just going to hit with the 600. All right, what do I have to clean up here? I see a little scratch there that needs cleaning. Yeah, let me wash it off a little bit. little piece right there. Oh, I see what I did. I went in with the skew a little bit too much. So we're going to go a little bit wider, I think. Almost. Cool. You can see what I was worried about. I'm getting a little bit too close there. You're losing some of the detail, but that we're going to stop it there. We'll use the sandpaper to do the round over. That piece I'm going to have to catch. Let's get some finish on that. Take a look at it. That's looking really nice. And same thing, we're just going to go with the hard wax. All right, so let's get this one together real quick. And like the crochet hooks, this is the first one I've ever put together like this, so there may be a bit of a learning curve as I figure out where all the pieces go. I tried to spot everything beforehand, but until you got everything kind of pushed and fit into place, you don't necessarily know. Thank you, Rumpel. Thanks, Francis. Thank you, Grumpy. Zan, it's African blackwood. The only piece that makes sense is actually the tip of this thing. The rest of it I am befuddled by. So let's see. Crap. Right, so it looks like, does this piece thread in? This piece threads in. Maybe. Ah, there we go. I see. Okay, so this, it helps to be able to spot all the pieces. We have a bushing. What? You've already been fed. Meow. 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 Meh. Shut up. Don't pee on anything. That was a reminder to myself I wasn't talking to the cat. Okay, so that's a start. So this piece then goes here. No. Oh, I see. Haha. All right, I'm figuring it out, folks. Figuring it out. Should have put this piece in first. This is actually a pretty cool setup. I was wondering how the ratchet for the lead was going to work. And now I know. Okay, so all right, so that's the shell. And then the actual pencil part threads into the top. And then this little guy pops in over the holder for the lead. And then that's how you can activate it to get the lead to click out. That's cool. But, and then this is the part I like the most about it. this threads into the back. So when you want to put a point on your lead, a pencil sharpener in the back of it. And I just dropped a piece of lead. There we go. That's pretty cool. I like the way that works. All right, so here's the pencil when it's finished. And then anybody not a woodworker, these are designed for getting down through drill holes, for marking the bottoms of pieces. Much easier than trying to scribe through with like reaching through with a drill bit and punching the ground and then not really remembering where you put your mark. So, and I'll have a few of these up for sale in the next week or so, if anybody's interested in one. All right, so I have one more of those to do. If I can find the right bushing again. What is it with me and always losing my bushings? Oh, there it is. All right, so same thing. We're going to do another pencil. Just a different pattern on this one. Thank you, Miss Francis. All right, let's make some more sawdust. Well, Candace, all I can say is U.S. Marine Corps, America's finest. AMG, welcome in. Oh, come on. You should have kept her going with the dryer. Yeah, I can see some marks in that. That's going to need a little bit more cleanup. That's looking pretty. Good combination. She's a Marine. All settings are anti-delicate. Micah, it depends. I was on a roll there for a while. Then I took some time off to enjoy the fall colors over here. And now we're getting into winter, so it depends on if I can get heat working in the shop. But I try to go live every week at least once, generally twice. It really just depends on what I have going on in the shop. I sell everything I make, so if I don't have anything to make for sale, then that's generally when I paint. But with the weather getting cold, painting won't be high on the list. Although I'll show you guys something in a minute here. Some of you know Rocket Surgeon hangs out in here every now and again. He finally put the order in for his bike, so I will be painting that over the winter. So you guys might have to suffer watching me paint that thing. Right on. Lots of guys are on their lunch breaks watching from here, so I understand. All right, let's get a little bit more finish on. I try to schedule my lives as well, but a lot of times I just forget about it until the last minute. That's my pre-New Year's New Year's resolution, is to try and get a little bit better with my scheduling so that I'm not running last minute trying to find something to do or trying to move something up in my production routine. Came out pretty nice. Yes, Rusty. Maybe, just maybe. Um, hey, Miss Suzanne, do you, since we have Mr. Rusty in here, want to maybe talk a little something about a little something? So we have been conspiring against one Professor Rusty, or conspiring for. Not sure how that would go, but we have a plan. It's a good plan. For, yes, conspiring for, not against. So there is going to be, at some point in the near future, Suzanne and I will be doing a live together, and we are both doing projects that are Rusty centric, let's say. I guess that's one way to put it. Yep. This would have happened a while ago, but somebody had to go and learn how to carve left-handed. Hey, Chase, welcome in. How are you? That's what I like to hear. So yeah, as soon as we can get those things lined up, Rusty, we're going to be doing a special Rusty tribute night, I guess we'll call it. Well, yeah, but I mean, yours is going to take a little bit longer than mine. I'll be able to tape and paint in an hour. But actually, knowing that you're going to take a little while on your carving, I've kind of amped up the paint design for Rusty's painting, so it should be pretty cool. Don't be speechless yet. Both of us could still screw the pooch. Yeah, come on, get in there. I always feel like I'm gonna break these darn things when I have to crank down on them. I mean, I know I'm pushing against the brass tube, so it's not that bad, but it's still sketchy. All right, now this one is in gunmetal gray finish. Dude, you've already been fed. What are you back in here whining for? Mwah, 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 mwah. What? I mean, you could at least get on the camera or something and, you know, give me some views. All right. So here we go. Now that's the other one. So gunmetal gray finish on this one. Same thing. Mechanical lead. They're pretty neat. I like them. All right, so let's get the... What? Why are you loving on me? You know I don't care. What? Come here. Where are you? Where'd you go? Oh, I see. I grabbed the camera and you disappear. Smart. All right. So how long have I been on now? Hour 18. Oh, that went way faster than I thought. Get my board out. So we have... That is way too steep. That might be better. Nope, that's going to be too slick too. What do I have? Oh, here we go. And then the... Uh-oh. There we go. Alrighty, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning in today. Always a pleasure to work, chat with you guys, and hang out for a little bit. If you haven't hit the like button, I would appreciate it if you would. Subscribe if you haven't. That'd be awesome too. And I will be back sometime toward the end of the week. Tomorrow I am going to cut down a cedar tree with one of the fellows from up at the artisan shop and get some free lumber, which will be awesome. After that, though, I will be back I have a pile of pens that I need to make for an order, which will probably just get turned into a short form time-lapse video. But I have a couple of customs that are going to be kind of layered out like these are that I need to do. I'll do those on a live probably for you guys. I also have in shop. This is how I know Surgeon ordered his bike, because he sent me a peanut tank to start practicing on for colors. So when that showed up in the mail, I knew that the bike was a go. So we'll get working on that pretty soon. I have that whiskey cabinet still to do, which I'll do on a live for you guys. I just have to figure out a formatting. So again, thank you very much for hanging out. Appreciate it. I will try and get some sort of schedule posted to my community page so you guys can pick and choose what it is you'd like to see. And I will see you when I see you. Take care, everybody. Be good to each other. Thank you.